What if the house you rented for one night was hiding a nightmare buried beneath its walls? A place where every door leads to something more disturbing. An escape is never guaranteed. Today's movie is not just horror. It's fear, mystery, and a shocking truth you won't see coming. So stay with me till the end, because this story gets darker with every minute. At the start of the movie, we are shown a nighttime scene where a girl named Tess arrives in a city to chase her dream job. In this new town, she has rented a house for herself, but she realizes that she has forgotten the keys to that house. Because of this, she calls the rental company from which she booked the house and goes back to sit in her car, so the company can arrange for her to get the keys. After some time, Tess begins to feel that someone might already be inside the house. She returns to the house, knocks on the door, and starts peeking through the window. Soon, a boy opens the door and tells her that he has rented the same house from the company. He explains that the company has mistakenly rented the house to both of them at the same time. Since it is raining heavily outside, the boy asks Tess to come inside. Tess has no other option, so she enters the house and begins carefully checking every room to make sure there is nothing wrong. The boy then shows her his rental documents from the company, proving that he also booked the house. Tess tells him that since he rented the place, he can stay there, and she will sit in her car and think about what to do. However, the boy refuses and says he would not feel comfortable with that. He suggests that Tess stay in the house for the night and begins making tea for her. Tess is still looking for a room to stay in, but the boy tells her that it will be impossible to find another place at this hour. He suggests that she stay the night, offering his bedroom to her while he sleeps on the sofa. When Tess goes into the bedroom, she notices the boy's purse. She secretly takes a picture of his ID card so that she has proof in case something goes wrong. After taking a shower, she comes out and sees the boy sitting with a bottle of alcohol. He offers her a drink and tells her that just like she refused to drink tea, she can refuse this too because he knows she doesn't trust him. Slowly, Tess begins to trust him. She sits with him and talks for some time, telling him that she has come to the city for a job interview. After talking for a while, she goes to sleep. Later that night, Tess feels someone opening the door to her room. She wakes up in fear, thinking something bad is about to happen. But when she looks around, she sees that the boy is asleep. She wakes him up and asks if he opened the door. He replies in confusion and says he was sleeping. This makes it clear that someone else is present in the house besides the two of them. Tess eventually goes back to sleep. In the morning, she finds a note written by the boy saying that he has gone out for work and that they will meet in the evening. Tess leaves for her interview as well. When she steps outside the house, she notices that all the nearby houses are broken and abandoned. It seems that no one lives there except in this one house, which makes her feel uneasy. She reaches her interview, which goes very well, and it appears that she has secured the job. When her boss asks where she is staying, Tess tells him about the town and the house. The boss immediately warns her that the area is dangerous and advises her to leave as soon as possible. When Tess returns to the house after the interview, she is already feeling scared. As she is about to enter, a man suddenly appears and tries to stop her from going inside. Tess becomes frightened and rushes into the house. The man keeps telling her to listen and come outside, but she panics and calls the police. Tess decides to leave the house and starts packing her belongings. After calming down a little, she goes to the bathroom but finds there is no tissue. She goes down to the basement to look for some, but the basement door suddenly closes by itself, and her phone is left outside. Now trapped, Tess starts searching for a way out. She notices a rope hidden inside the wall and pulls it, causing a secret door to open. She does not enter immediately because it is very dark and she is terrified. After thinking carefully, she places a mirror under the light bulb, so the light reflects inside the passage. When she finally enters, she discovers another room hidden inside. There is a bed, a camera, and a bucket filled with blood. Seeing all of this deeply disturbs her. Soon, the boy returns, and Tess calls him from the window, asking him to open the basement door. When the boy arrives and opens the door, Tess panics and tries to leave the house. However, the boy insists that she tell him what happened. Tess explains everything about the hidden room, the bed, and the camera. He decides to check the basement himself and asks Tess to wait outside, warning her that if the door closes again, they will both be trapped. The boy goes inside, but after a long time, he does not return. Worried, Tess goes back into the basement and places a chair against the door to keep it open. Inside, she discovers another passage leading even deeper. With fear in her heart, she follows the sound of the boy's voice begging for help. She finds him injured, saying that someone else is there and has bitten him. Suddenly, a terrifying woman appears and violently smashes the boy's head against the wall, killing him. The story then shifts to an actor who is traveling somewhere when he receives a call. A coworker has accused him of inappropriate behavior, and as a result, he is removed from his film project. Distressed, he meets his manager, who tells him that he cannot leave the city or work for now because a case has been filed against him. Frustrated and exhausted, the actor returns to his house, the same house where Tess and the boy had been staying. He notices their belongings and calls the rental company, asking if the house was rented to someone else. The company confirms that it was rented out a few days ago, which surprises him since he did not know his house was listed for rent. After hanging up, he notices the basement door blocked by a chair. He removes it and closes the door. That night, while drunk, he apologizes to the girl who accused him and goes to sleep. The next morning, curiosity leads him to the basement. Hearing strange sounds, he enters with a knife and a flashlight. Inside, he finds the mirror Tess placed and the same disturbing room with the bed and camera. Instead of being scared, he becomes excited, realizing that the house has a massive hidden basement that could increase its value. As he explores further, he finds cages, another hidden passage, and a room with a TV playing videos about raising children. Suddenly, the same terrifying woman appears and throws him into a pit where Tess is still alive and trapped. The movie then reveals the past of the house. The original owner, Frank, used to kidnap women by pretending to be a plumber. He would bring them to his house, torture them, record videos, and lock them in cages. Frank's daughter was also a victim of his actions, which twisted her into the monster she became. Back in the present, Tess tries to survive by pretending to act like a child to please the woman. When the woman leaves the door open, Tess escapes and is helped by the same man who previously warned her. Tess later calls the police, but they do not believe her. Eventually, Tess confronts the woman and kills her to escape, realizing that if she does not act, her fate will be far worse. Tess finally leaves the town, and with this, the movie comes to an end. This wasn't just a horror story. It was a reminder that some places remember pain and never let it go. If this movie explanation kept you hooked, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss the next mind-bending story. Comment below and tell me, would you have escaped this house or become part of it? Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.